When we first start out with our Weebly pages, it starts out something pretty simple. We've got a home page and we've clicked add blog to create our blog page. And also with the blog page, please make sure that you choose the layout that has no large image at the top. That will just make it easier for marking purposes. And then as we go through, we want to add a main page for each unit. Okay, and so the first page we'll call purchasing, and then we can add other pages as we go along. And for instance, if we add a comparisons page, when we're comparing our computers, sorry, I clicked enter and it just took me into my web page. You'll see here that by adding it the way I have, I've just added pages right across the top, but I don't really want that. What I want is I want one main page for the unit name, and then all the other pages should be indented underneath. And if I go back and edit that page, what I should see is that now the comparisons page has disappeared, and instead, if I mouse over purchasing, there's the comparisons page underneath. Now, if you choose a different design, you can see that there's home, there's blog, and there's purchasing, and when I mouse over it, then comparisons pops out here. So regardless of whether your links are going across the top or down the side, we will still need to add other pages. So for instance, at one point we added a computer for Helen, which is going to be where the presentation gets stored. And then eventually we'll need a new page for a new unit called raster graphics, which we can always make this name shorter later on, but let's leave it as it is. And raster graphics is going to contain lots. But you can see here, computer for Helen is still under purchasing a computer. And so what we really need to do is we need to drag it in so that they're indented. And if you drag it too far, while the purchasing main title is here, okay, then there's comparisons, and then I have to go and find computer for Helen underneath or indented under the comparisons page. But I don't want that. I want everything to be nice and neat off of my main purchase page. So I can just go back, drag that back, and now when I go to edit it, you can see that everything is working. Now the way that Weebly works, none of this actually happens on the full-blown website until you click the publish button. So please remember to click the publish button. And then if you want to see what your actual web page looks like, then up here in the top link, you can click on that and it should open a new tab window that will show you what your page actually looks like right now. If I'm happy with that, then that's great. If I'm not happy with that, all I do is go back to my design, say, actually, I'd like to try this design instead. This one will have links that go across the top. So you can see here, home, blog, purchasing, comparisons, computer for Helen, raster graphics. Any other ones that we want will just go right across the top. And if we run out of space, we can deal with that later. And now when I publish this, and now the website has completely changed because I selected a different design and hit publish. And so any second now it will load up and you'll be able to see that now my links go across the top. If you cannot see all of these links going across the top, then you need to choose a different design, because if you can't see them, then I won't be able to see them, and marking becomes quite difficult at that point.